Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has arrived. Come to the Dark Circus. The circus where clowns never smile. Your darkest nightmares will come to life. You'll have an everlasting experience of horror, fear, and evil. Step inside and understand the spooks gone insanely frightening.
Welcome to another episode of Chats with Vlad. Episode 105, JEST for fun. And the reason why I named this episode that, boys and girls, is because this episode, I'm not going to taunt you with the lessons. No. And I'm not going to show evil politicians. There's plenty of that going about, trust me. Will be aliens, will it be diseases, or it will be oddities from far off? No, boys and girls. This week, we're going to the Home Depot Halloween area and see all the goodies and animatronics they have in store for us.
The inhaler here in Home Depot has finally decided to get into the Halloween spirit, boys and ghouls. So many things to show you. All kinds of fun little doodads. Start with animatronics. This one's for you, Skull and Bones.
But into your pocket first, and you won't be me mini coins where you're going. I seek vengeance for ones who took my head and left me in shallow grave.
The Headless Horseman. A classic.
I suggest you not stand in my way, unless you would like to offer your head as a part of my collection. After all, this one isn't even mine.
Man, I just love that pirate, don't you? But you know what? This plague doctor is pretty cool too.
One of my personal favorites, they call this the Plague Doctor.
The pestilence is here. I can sense it. Bring me your stick. It is my duty to rid the world of it.
Indeed it was, and indeed they did. You see, boys and girls, this is one scary monster that was real. In a haunted tree, it doesn't do anything but light up, but I have to say, I like it. Wanna play?
As a doll, I'm infamous. I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up. I am Chuck, the killer doll, and I dig it.
In ghouls, we have Nosferatu.
Don't not the very word conjure breast end and moonlight. Nosferatu. Life shall fade to valid shade as a summer upon your glove.
Haunted trees, possessed Chucky dolls. Nosferatu. I wonder what will be next. Duh, clowns, of course.
No, we had to stop by this series of little fellas. This is quite amazing. I like it personally.
Ah, it's the perfect night for some serious work.
And Candy, both of you quiet down. Don't make me whack you again. We need to find some trick-or-treaters and steal their delicious candy.
Ah, yes. The sound of screaming children is like music to my ears.
I like the sound of the candy wrappers opening. Shut up! Look, there's a trick-or-treater right there. Future characters, now!
I like it. Bottoms Up is lucky I didn't see these guys first. But you know what? I love Bottoms Up and I'll treasure him forever. But still, you have to admit, boys and ghouls, that's impressive.
I want one. I want one.
Boys and girls, we have a scarecrow girl holding her baby.
Hello. Do you want to come play with me? Do you like my dolly? You can hold her if you want.
That is creepy as all
But
hell.
don't upset her. Don't make her cry. Now you've done it. Time for you to be put into timeout. Goodbye to this reality.
Next to the little scarecrow girl and her baby.
Hey, you. Come here. I have a bone to pick with you. You and your friends need to stop trespassing, or else this cold, sharp blade will reap more than just my crops. Now, get out of here.
I can take a hint.
And then we're gonna go from the scarecrow folks to folks with green skin.
Right next to the witches, we have a classic, boys and girls. A real treat. Man, the way they're doing these eyes on the animatronics nowadays, it's just really amazing. Look at the effects they have on this. The witch at Lowe's had some good ones too, but my God, this is just scary. Frightening indeed. And what would Halloween be without a bubbling cauldron? And a couple of witches.
The witching hour is here. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Except now you come over here. I'm sure you taste much better when you're afraid.
Here, boys and girls,
I deal in fear and fortune.
we have a true gambler.
Whiskey, cigars,
Roll until you
and a
drop.
deck of cards are all I need to make your nightmares come true. Don't let my skeletal appearance fool you. I know how to play this game. The question is, do you, kid?
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to run away, know when to dig a grave.
Here we have the grave digger.
You sure look fresh and clean. You've never had to claw your way out of Earth before, have you? Ever wonder what it's like to be buried alive? Well, maybe tonight will be your lucky night.
Well, this place just keeps getting curiouser and more curiouser.
Yes, at Lowe's this year they have all kinds of weird and interesting looking decorations indeed. For instance,
You made an attempt to flee, but the darkness shall swallow you whole. If my side doesn't catch you first, in my towering form, you are merely ants in my game of death and destruction.
indeed, this tall fellow's got to be at least 12 feet tall. Now that, boys and ghouls, is a big boy. I'm sure what this skeleton does, but I know he has love in his eyes. Indeed. And here we go with more creepy dolls, but these are big creepy dolls, about 2 feet tall. I really appreciate all the pumpkin art, all the way from the arches to the pumpkin totems, all the way to the actual pumpkins. Ooh, pumpkin art. Is that Pumpkin Patch?
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Ah, my old friend. I got you last year. And talking skulls.
If you dare.
And of course they have light up pumpkin of all makes and models. And some are even larger than life. What's that, a goblin pumpkin? And apparently they even have something for pet lovers too, to show their Halloween pet appreciation.
Uncle Vlad's wifey Pooh absolutely adores all the pumpkin stuffs and all the creepy dolls. But let me show you what Uncle Vlad likes. It's bad to the bone.
Hello there, you're a funny little fellow. Doink, doink. We're in one of my favorite areas, the skeletal category. All kinds of little different things that they have here apparently. Like this bat. skeletal bunnies, anyone? I don't think ears turn into bones, but whatever. I see what they're doing. Now this is an interesting little fella right here. Yes, they have all kinds of new little doodads, from the snake I just showed you to the T-Rex. That one's rather creepy. Big Wolf, a classic. I was telling folks that kind of looked like Pumpkinhead on a crash diet right there. I say that because Pumpkinhead's a little bit thicker, a little bit taller, and his head's wider. All kinds of little different things that they have here. I wonder what this biddy does.
Let's drink my magic potion and
A dancing witch.
potion will make you move your feet.
Yes indeed, as you can tell, boys and girls. Uncle Vlad loves animatronics.
It's like up there they have some kind of bone skeletal archway and a gargoyle. Well, that could be interesting, now couldn't it? Much. Home Depot has all kinds of stuff here for various different lights and lantern covers to smoke machines, fog juice. Indeed, the components for them, they have strobe lights and other kinds of lights of every types. And if you even want to have something gentler for the kids, they even have kid-like stuff, little blow-ups that you can put in your yard for the kitties at trick-or-treats. Boys and girls, it's been a very interesting and eventful trip to Lowe's. Indeed. So many Halloween tricks and treats for everybody. And yet so little time. If I had it my way, I'd get all the animatronics. But unfortunately, Uncle Vlad had to choose this year. He chooses one every year. But I'll tell you what, the hopes for an animatronic for next year are tall.
Yes, sir, Home Depot has it all. They have all the strobe lights, smoke machines, and regular lights that you need. Pumpkin carvers, and even doormats. I'll be spending just a little bit of money this year there. I do want to give you boys and girls at home a hint, though. They don't have the same things every year. Every Halloween's different. Some of the more interesting things that I've gotten from Halloween in years past, you can no longer find. For example, 3 years ago, I found this, and I did some artful reconstruction on it. I haven't seen anything like that since. It's almost time to go, boys and girls. But I was just thinking, we need some funny haha, don't we? Much better. Boys and ghouls, I've seen aliens. I've seen Bigfoot. I've even fed a few fish to Nessie and Loch Ness. But I have yet to see a BMW driver use his turn signals. Did you hear about the giant monster that eats nuclear reactors, boys and ghouls? He's on a plant-based diet. Indeed. How do monsters watch scary movies, boys and ghouls? With a screaming service. Why'd the sea serpent eat 5 ships carrying potatoes, boys and girls? Well, that one's easy. No one eats just 1 potato ship. Indeed. What has 1,000 teeth and holds back a monster, boys and girls? My zipper! What do pirates and pimps have in common? They both say yo-ho and walk with a limp. What do you call a blunt pirate sword, boys and girls? Why, a cutlass. Well, boys and girls, I'm afraid that's all the time I have for tonight. I hope you enjoyed our vacation from all the dirty politics and all the bad news of the world and all the warnings I have to give. But know that next week it's time to get back to business. Indeed. So, in the meantime, think about this. What are you gonna be for Halloween? Me, I've already got my mask, baby. Think about it.
Stop.